Some people judge too quickly, mistaking simplicity for weakness. When Barbara Sullivan sneered at Elena Rodriguez in a high-end boutique that afternoon, she had no idea the simple woman standing before her was about to call her billionaire CEO husband. A call that would change everything. Before we begin, we're close to 1,000 subscribers. If you believe in standing up against judgment and dignity for all, hit subscribe and join our growing community. The boutique incident. Elena Rodriguez had always lived simply. She worked as an administrative assistant at a local community center, loved her work, and lived a quiet life. After months of saving, she finally decided to treat herself to a special dress. The boutique she walked into felt like another world: white walls, soft lighting, and rows of elegant designer clothes. Elena's eyes lit up as she gently touched a deep blue cocktail dress she had been dreaming about. She didn't notice the judgmental eyes staring at her. Barbara Sullivan, a wealthy woman who had never known hardship, watched Elena like she was an outsider trespassing into a world she didn't belong in. "Excuse me," Barbara said sharply, stepping forward. "But I don't think you're shopping in the right place." Elena felt the sting instantly. She had heard these messages before, the subtle attempts to make her feel unworthy. But this time, something inside her refused to shrink. "I'm here to buy a dress," Elena replied calmly. "Is there a problem?" Barbara let out a loud, brittle laugh. "A dress? In this boutique?" She turned to the saleswoman. "Are we letting anyone browse now?" The room grew tense. Other shoppers looked away, embarrassed, while a few watched with fascination. "I have every right to be here," Elena said firmly. Barbara stepped closer. "Some stores have standards," she said coldly. "Not everyone belongs everywhere." The message was clear: you don't belong here. The call that changed everything. Elena's heart pounded, but her determination grew. "I think it's time I called my husband," she said quietly. Something in her tone made Barbara pause, just for a second. As Elena dialed, the boutique grew silent. Even the shoppers leaned in, sensing something big was about to happen. "The billionaire arrives." The boutique door chimed. And then he walked in. Robert Anderson, billionaire CEO, philanthropist, and Elena's husband, entered with an aura that transformed the entire room. His tailored navy suit, the bodyguard behind him, the confidence in his stride, everything about him commanded attention. Elena didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her husband's presence was enough. Barbara's face paled. The same woman who had been overflowing with arrogance moments ago now looked small and uncertain. Robert's sharp eyes scanned the room, landing first on Barbara, then softening as they met Elena's. "I believe my wife was explaining something to you," Robert said with calm, precise authority. Barbara stammered. Mr. Anderson, I didn't mean." "Didn't mean what?" Elena said softly, stepping closer. "Didn't mean to make your prejudice so obvious." The boutique held its breath. Robert placed a hand on Elena's shoulder, a gesture not of possession, but of partnership and respect. "My wife," he said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "works hard, serves our community, and carries herself with dignity. Her worth is not determined by her clothes or by anyone's shallow judgment." Barbara's face flushed with humiliation. "You've made a grave mistake today," Robert continued. "Not only in how you treated my wife, but in believing your status gives you the right to demean another human being." The saleswoman looked like she wished she could disappear. Other shoppers exchanged glances, some shocked, some quietly approving. "I'll be speaking to the boutique's management," Robert said. "Your membership will be revoked. Actions have consequences." It wasn't a threat. It was a promise. Barbara grabbed her purse and fled the boutique, her pride shattered. After the storm, outside, Elena and Robert walked into the afternoon sunlight. They weren't celebrating. They were reflecting. "That won't be the last time someone judges based on appearances," Robert said softly. "No," Elena agreed, "but every time we stand up, someone learns. And that's how things change." Her phone buzzed with messages, from friends, coworkers, people who had witnessed the scene. Support poured in, but Elena wasn't chasing attention. Her strength had always been quiet, steady, unshakable. Respect, she believed, isn't earned by wealth or status. It is the birthright of every human being. The real lesson: what happened that day wasn't about a dress. It wasn't about wealth. It was about dignity. Elena represented something powerful. The idea that true strength doesn't shout. It stands firm. Barbara represented something else. A world built on assumptions, insecurity, and entitlement. That world cracked a little that day. And Alina's world grew a little stronger.